What's up, Madeira? I'm Emily Thompson.
And I'm Jake Schweppe.
Hope you guys all had a great OGT week. Jake, it looks like you got a little bit extra beauty sleep this week.
Sure have, Emily. And you know, this week's been a great opportunity for students to catch up on some much-needed sleep.
Indeed it has. Have you been enjoying the weather this week?
It's hard not to with this great spring-like weather we've been having. It feels like Mother Nature's been giving us a bit of a tease.
Well, let's see what the forecast holds for this upcoming week.
Madeira, Andrew here with the weather. The weeks are all very sunny and warm, with a high in the 70s and a low in the 50s. But as we all know, temperatures quickly dropped into the low 30s. Fortunately, I think the weather will be starting to pick up again, and we'll see weather that represents spring. Back to you.
Seems like the warm weather may be here to stay.
I sure hope so. I'm getting really excited about spring break. Are you going anywhere, Jake?
Yeah, I'm going to Florida with my parents. But for any of you who might be going somewhere with friends, here's some tips from Mr. Brady.
Ryan Gallenstein here with teacher Mr. Brady. Mr. Brady, do you have any plans for this spring break?
Ryan, this year looks like it's going to be a banner spring break in the Brady house. Got a few books to read, some soups that I'm going to be cooking. But other than that, I'll be just kind of gearing up and ready for the fourth quarter with the kids.
What are some do's and don'ts for spring break? Some advice for some high school students?
Well, I never had the opportunity to go on spring break as a youngster, but today it seems as though kids are more and more able to go on spring break with their friends. And I would say one do or one don't, especially one don't, is don't wear baby oil when sunbathing. Do wear SPF 50 when sunbathing.
All right.
When you're at the club, don't talk to someone who has gray hair. Do talk to someone who has a lot of money.
Now back to you in the studios.
Cheers to spring break.
Wow, I'll be sure to avoid the baby oil down in Mexico.
Yeah, that baby oil is a real killer out on the beach. But do you have any other tips from past experience for us?
Definitely be careful about the food that you eat. You don't want to be thrown up in the hotel room like I was last spring break.
Very true, Emily, very true. And for those of you who are staying here in Madeira, here's Jules with some gourmet options right in the heart of your own town.
Welcome to this week's edition of Madeira's Gourmet. I'm Jules Emerson, and the restaurant that we're going to be looking at in Madeira
is Ferrari's.
I'm here with the head chef at Ferrari's, Kobe, and I'd like to just ask him a question. Kobe, what is your inspiration for cooking?
The seasons. Whatever grows and flows, that's what we're going to roll with.
So what is your favorite ingredient to add to all your dishes?
Garlic. Crushed red pepper. Olive oil. Depends on what I can get my hands on, honestly. Whatever I can get my hands on.
Tu vuoi vivere alla moda, ma se bevi whisky and soda, poi ti senti disturbato. Tu abballo rocker, tu gioca a baseball, hai
And that's all I have for this week's edition of Madeira Gourmet at Ferrari's. Come back next week to see what's cooking up in the kitchen.
All that fine dining almost makes me want to stay here in Madeira for spring break.
Sure does. That whole ambiance really looks enticing. Now let's hear a word from our sponsors.
When Jake gets Doritos, he's happy. When you steal his Doritos, he gets angry. When you taunt him, he wants revenge. When he wants revenge, he calls the goons to get revenge. And when the goons seek revenge, you end up in the back of a trunk. Don't end up in the back of a trunk. Doritos.
Get your own bag.
So Jake, did you hear about where Mrs. Tucker and Mrs. Barton got to go last week?
Well, I didn't get the full scoop because, you know, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Jake, you know, I don't know about that. They were there for a calculator convention. But luckily, they spilled the beans and told Jacob.
I'm Jacob Scheid here with science teacher Mrs. Tucker and Mrs. Barton. They just got back from Las Vegas. Why were you guys in Las Vegas?
We were there to present things that we do in the classroom to science and math teachers.
How did it go, Mrs. Tucker?
It went really well. We got nervous when we got there because we couldn't find our calculators.
Sounds like a mystery.
I know. You've seen this text? It's very weird.
Spin my head right round when you go down, down. You spin my head right around when you go down, Hey, walk out the house with my swagger, hop in that window, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious, I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, the women, the shorties.
Aw, wish I could have gone to Vegas.
Well, you know, Emily, that could be your birthday wish because today's your birthday, right?
Big 18.
Speaking of which, we got you a pie.
Oh, really? Well, I am a pie day, baby. What kind of pie is it?
Happy birthday, Emily.
And happy pie day.
That's what's up, Madeira.
Hey, Sam, what's your favorite flavor of pie?
Cherry pie. Apple pie.
I like apple pie. Do you like it enough where you want to be pied with apple pie?
Probably not. It would get pretty sticky.
That is very true. What's your favorite flavor of pie?
Apple.
What's your favorite flavor of pie?
I don't eat pie.
Get out!